What's up? This is Gordon Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Tretch in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Yeah, it is. Check this out. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliate. And having said that, man, we're going to have a great show today. Definitely going to have a great show today. Shout out to everybody who tunes in across America. We love you guys. We appreciate the support. And definitely, we got a lot more in store for you guys, all right? Hey, let me ask you guys a question. So, everybody tries to do something. Everybody tries to get to this level in their careers and their lives where they just want to be happy. All right. Tonight we have a group of guys that and I'll put it like this. They reached out for that brass ring and they made it. They grabbed that brass ring. They had it in their hands. And then life took over. Things happened within the group. Things happened to individual members, and the group disbanded. And these guys were on the verge of success. All right, they're going to tell us a portion of their story. I'm actually doing in conjunction with these guys, telling their story because it's an interesting story, and I think it's a very inspirational story, and it needs to be told. Let's get it started. All right, get my partner on here. What's up, girl?
What's up?
Chilling.
What's up? That's right.
You know.
Ooh, we in for some action today.
And if you only knew, Mo, if you only
What's
knew.
up?
Mo, this your wheelhouse right here, Mo.
I say, yep, you know I'm here. My headphones
Boy.
on. Wait, hold on. All right, I'm good now.
Yes, sir.
Crank
yes,
it up,
sir.
Mo. Crank it up.
All right, man, look. So the group is called STP. That's an acronym. It's the Showtime Posse is the name of the group. Now, if anybody remembers my history, like all of us here, we're from Gary. You know, we may live in different places now, but we're from Gary. Gary born and bred, all right?
Yep.
So everybody in Gary, you know, we got to get that piece of that pie, right? So back in the day, I did a dance show. And these guys actually performed on the dance show. One of the only groups that actually performed on the dance show. It was like 9, 10, 11, 13, 400 of them. And they all fit in the same room. All right. But we made it work. And I was like, these guys here, man, they got it. They came on twice, actually. They got it. I said, these guys. And it was just such an amazing thing to watch how they performed, how they did their music. And next thing you know, it was over, Regina. It was over.
Wow.
What the hell?
I'm ready to hear that story.
You can hear that story, okay? Maurice, you pop out again, bro.
I apologize, family. Look, I'm sitting up. I got so happy. I went over here and I hit the mouse and I clicked myself off. I was like,
I'm like, Mo said he was ready, but I don't think Mo ready.
I was too pumped up.
We need to
put my hands down right here.
We need the full attention. Okay, so we're on a documentary with these guys. It's STP, the documentary. Showtime Posse. It's about a group of guys that were destined for fame and life happened. All right, let's bring them on. All right, everybody say what's up to P. Miller.
What's up, man?
Pashal, is that right? Pashal?
Pascal.
Pascal, okay.
Pascal, what's up, boy?
Welcome,
What's going on?
Pascal.
Chilling. Let's say hello to the man, Rampage.
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 What up, people?
That ain't your
Yeah.
government name.
Yes, it is when you went around in GI.
You trying to get It's all
What's
good.
good? What's good?
We good, man. Thank
Welcome
you.
aboard.
Let's
you.
get my
Appreciate
man
it.
Darren on here. Dr. Fresh, what's up?
Darren.
What's
Okay, I'm
up,
so glad
y'all?
you got a regular name, Darren.
You messing with you, man. Rampage, you
Hey,
messing
wait a
with
minute, wait a minute though. Gina Pascal, that's his real name.
I kind of figured that.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey guys, welcome to the show. These are three of the guys that are in the documentary. The three of the stars are in the documentary, STP Showtime Posse documentary. Guys, man, look, we don't want to give too much of it away. So before we even say, start talking to you guys, man, let me play this clip. And Tina, Maurice, this will tell you a little bit about it. Okay, here we go.
The story of Showtime Posse is more than your typical music group documentary. It is a story of brotherhood, friendship, loyalty, and family. It is also the story of a group of young men who came together with music being their focal point. Growing up in Gary, Indiana, surrounded by gangs, drugs, and crime, and somehow managing to make it out.
It's like the more successful STP became, the more group members we would lose. It's crazy.
We didn't reach the success, STP didn't reach the success that we would have all liked when we thought we was going, say 1991 when we won the Eastern Talent Show. At that point, you couldn't tell us shit.
Feel or what I feel, because it's times that I'm pretty sure that people hearing this, you might be the only one and nobody else see it, but you're not stupid. You know what you feel and you know what you see.
Showtime Posse in the building. What up, Showtime?
Like, to me, STP was more than a group, man. It was like a culture, a form of structure for all of us, man. That still stands to this day.
All right.
Wow.
What?
Man.
So that just opens up a little piece of the story, okay? Again, guys, welcome to the show. P.
What up, man?
Hey, man, look, how did this get started?
The not the group, but the actual documentary.
The documentary right now. I wanted how did you guys want to do documentary? It's been how long before you guys got back together?
I mean, the group started in 1989. So I would say, I mean, some of these guys I haven't seen in over 30 years, face to face. So it's been a while. But I would say, like, the documentary, we would think about doing reunions and going in a studio doing music again. I've talked to Charleston, I've talked to Darren over the phone. We've talked about things like that, but the actual documentary thought, it came to me about 2 years ago. And I was just thinking about the story and all of my friends and my childhood and growing up and this and that and life and I just got emotional. Like, man, it's like this is a story that the world needs to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And man, Gina and Mo, I'm gonna tell you when I started doing it, because I was asked by Pete to help produce the documentary. When I started doing it, the only thing that I know was what these guys were back then. Now I've talked to Pete because he's a rapper as well. I talked to Pete, and from time to time throughout all of this time, but I haven't spoken to the rest of the guys as much, right? So as I'm doing this story and I'm getting these interviews, I'm saying 4-letter words. I'm like, damn, this happened for real. I'm like, it's so amazing because you never know what they're going through or what their life takes them. And you're going to find out in this documentary exactly what goes on. Darren, what's going on, brother?
It's wrong right here.
You talking to me?
Yeah, I said, Darren, what's going on?
Oh, I'm good. What's up, man?
It's cool, man. So what part did you play in the STP evolution?
I was a rapper / dancer.
Okay, a rapper / dancer. And how long?
I had to have help with the dance.
And as I'm doing this, how long? Okay.
Watch the documentary.
Before we go
Everybody
on,
out there.
I'm gonna watch that documentary.
Before we go on, let me bring my other guy here. Kurt D.
Oh, what up?
What's up, Kurt?
Welcome, Kurt.
I'm in the house.
Gina Mo is getting ready to get real dirty now. Okay.
Before we bring anybody else on, how many was it of you guys?
It was 9 of us.
I was going to say like cameo, wasn't it?
Right. I tried to count. I lost track.
Hey,
I think originally it was probably like 9 who started off.
At one point, I believe it was 10.
Yeah.
Like Earth, Wind, and Fire then.
And then it kind of.
let me bring this other guy because when you tell the story, you got to have them all in here. Okay,
All
I'm
right.
telling you. Everybody
Yes,
thinks
sir. Oh, my man, love.
Hello,
What's
Theo.
up,
y'all?
What up, boy?
I might have to move out the way.
I don't know. It's
Nah,
getting
you
ready.
good?
It's
You
getting ready.
good?
SPP deep up in here.
Y'all can tell I'm in the car. I just finished doing the Walmart run. Y'all know how that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think
I
you're
just
going
got
in and
off
coming
work.
back?
I
Shout out to
just got
Walmart.
off work. Don't let my boys be hanging. Let
Shout
y'all
out
hang.
Yes, sir.
to Walmart because we said your name. Shout out to Walmart. Give us that. Cut it.
You only think you're going into Walmart real quick. You don't never go into Walmart real quick.
Never.
I'm telling you though, man. But look, okay, so as we get here, okay, now we got group is doing their thing. All right, we're gonna jump because I don't want to tell too much of this because the story has to be sold,
Right.
not necessarily told here. All right. Real quick, Marcella said y'all leave him alone. Talking about you, Darren. She said I was picking on you. Okay. David Campbell said, "What's up, fellas?"
What's up, Dave?
Yeah.
What up?
What's up,
we're
Dave?
getting now, okay? You guys, how did you guys come together? How did this group of guys come together? Anybody can answer.
Who want to take that?
Take it, Big Kurt.
All right. Well, back in the 1980s, you know, we all were friends. Of course, some of us met each other at different times back in the 80s, but we eventually all met each other, and we were all a part of different rap groups. We were part of different crews. But the fact that we all stayed, well, some of us, majority of us stayed on Van Buren back on the low end, 5th and 6th and Van Buren. Theo wasn't too far from us. He was on 11th. And so the fact that we were all individual crews and we were friends, we kind of like decided to bring the crews together. We thought we would be more of a strength in numbers type of thing, you know. Of course, we battled each other. We went against each other. You know, we pushed each other. We did all that kind of stuff in the neighborhood, so to speak. But we kind of thought with all our individual talents, it would be better maybe if we just join one big crew, and then we can just take over. And so that's pretty much what we did back in 88, 89. We just decided to come together and just be a posse, because that was the thing back in the day, that name posse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was the thing. So we just had to find a name that fit us, and we was all about choreography. We was all about being tight and being together. We was all about giving a show. We weren't all about just walking back and forth, just hollering out lyrics and stuff. We was all about giving you kind of like a skit on stage. So that's what we were kind of known for. So you can get your regular rap show with people in the mic walking back and forth, but what set us apart is we wanted to give you a skit. We wanted to give you a show, something to talk about. And man, I think we did it pretty successfully, because there's people to this day can still remember certain things about the show that we did that really stuck out to them. So we just came together, thought we would be bigger in numbers.
And you guys were cleaning up. You were winning everything. Everybody say what's up to well, first of all, Tawan Dickerson says Doc Boys, Devastation Crew, you and TC.
Right, that's the foundation, boy. That's some of the foundation right there.
I already know. Yeah. Everybody say what's up to Demont, another member.
What's up, B?
What's good?
Hey, Jason, they're squeezing us out now. They're squeezing us out. One more time and we done, right? Okay. Stack says share, everybody. So you guys, I mean, it was 2 or 3 different groups. Why did you guys merge? Well, you did say why you guys merged from strength of numbers, all right? So as the numbers grew and you guys formed that strong bond, you were winning everything. You were winning talent shows. You were getting in places where a lot of people were not got on 9 to 5. but you get in a lot of places where people weren't getting, okay? And you guys were making a name for yourself. Got to that level. Things started happening. What happened? Did life take over?
Man, we were doing albums. We were being sought after by our leaders in the community to do stuff in the community and different shows. And I mean, we got to a point where, I mean, it's like we would go certain places, and everybody knew us, but everybody didn't like us though, because we got a lot of attention. We were the type of group. We dressed good. We wanted to look good. We wanted to perform well. So you go places around here. People see a lot of brothers coming and looking good, and they start hating. You know what I'm saying? So we weren't liked a lot of places. We weren't liked. A lot of people wanted to put hands on us. Some tried, and GI represent. We'll say that for the documentary, but yeah, man. Then life happened. Brothers start growing up, then brothers start having growing pains, and brothers start experiencing different things, and then we were kids, so we handled everything differently.
Okay, so let's get into that. Let's get into that. All right. So you guys are winning everything. You're signing deals to get your music out.
Yeah.
You got wrestling a lot. You're spending money. You're making sure that you're looking good.
Yeah.
I see nothing but, when you came on the show, I told you guys there's nothing but success for you guys left. Okay. Then all of a sudden, a member drops off. Then another member drops off. Then you're fighting within each other. Then the egos come in. How does that happen when you guys are there? When you see the light? How does that happen?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna take the first stab at it. We were like a family, and just like every other family, you don't get along with everybody in your family. I don't care who you are. You don't get along with every member of your family. It's always that one cousin or that one auntie or somebody. But we had a brotherhood so strong that we fell out. But if you notice one thing, we keep saying STP, we was what? STP is still in effect. As you can see, we come out deep. So it's still alive right now. So Showtime Posse, it never died inside of me. I know it never died in none of these brothers. There's strength in numbers, as you can see. Yeah. Most of us went away. Some of us went away. Some of us got voted out. But at the end of the day, we all come back together. So,
oh yeah. Now let's touch on that. Let's touch on that, the voting out part. Okay. Before I do that, Gina, what you got a question?
Yeah, you guys were strong. I mean, you had a lot of people in the group. Why didn't you do like most of the large groups did when people start dropping out? Why not just replace them and continue to move forward with what you had?
That's a good question. Who want that?
I can say something about that. It's the fact that we were family. Now, I couldn't replace D. I can't replace Pat. I can't replace Theo, Charleston. I can't replace these brothers. So it was like a family member being gone. So what you do, you just regroup and you just keep going. I can't, if my mom's leave here, I can't replace mom. I can't. My dad died in 2013. I can't replace pops. So what you do is you just learn how to get together and you just keep moving. And
so
when
did you guys view it as a business or just a collaboration?
Both, because you got to think about it, we were kids. We were 15, 16, 17 years old. And we was taking on all this responsibility and trying to do things. Then we got people in our lives, in our circle that was helping us. But the base of it, we were kids trying to figure this out because nobody was doing it in the 80s like we were trying to figure this thing out. So there wasn't a blueprint for us to look back on, okay, this person made it and this person made it. So how did they do it? We were the originals. So we just try to fend for ourselves and see what can come of it. And a lot of things fell by the wayside, but hey, we still homies and best friends, and to this day been in each other's weddings and baby showers, and hey, it's my brothers.
DeMont, you want to say something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say the way it was with us, like Kurt said, none of us could be replaced. So what we did was we dealt with what was going on. Even if we had problems with each other, we come together later on. We talk. We hash it out. We do whatever we had to do to get over that, and then we come right back together and we do it. Like if a member is gone or get voted out, or like you said, we talk about it and we come back together and we get it done.
Just get stronger.
That's just how we was. We wasn't like, just because somebody is out of the group, it don't mean they're gone.
Right.
Don't mean they're fired.
Or we
take a break
fall
for
apart.
a minute. Take a break for a minute. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about it. But for right now, you're not in the group. But we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna make sure you get back in.
Okay.
That's just how we were. We were family.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
Well, me personally, I never liked none of them, to tell the truth. I ain't want to. Most of them owe me money. Some of them lied. Some of them lied on me and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really like nothing. So right now, before I continue to talk, I'll be released storms.
Dang. He said it GI style. He said it GI style. I didn't like none of y'all. But y'all owe me money.
So again, everybody, we're talking to STP Showtime Posse, and we have a documentary that's going to be out in 2023. It's going to tell the story of how these guys not only put it together, but how they disbanded, how the problems manifested themselves, and how they came back together and to get this done. All right? And there's a couple of little secrets too, but we can't tell them. But I'm telling you, it's going to be fantastic. Mo, you want to say something?
Yeah, I mean, there's no magic book to keeping a group together. That is the hardest thing to do. I managed a few, and I know it just seems like it's herding cats. It's just really hard to do. I can remember, how tight a lot of groups were when they first started out. They give their right arm for them, and then just like you just said, I don't like none of y'all. Didn't mean it, but it's just certain things. And I used to always say, look, there's got to be a leader, and there's only one blueprint to this group thing, and it came out of GI, and there was a Jackson 5. They had one leader, and whatever he said went, no matter how good or how bad it was, he said it, and that's the way it went. Period. Go pick up them bricks, damn it. That's what I said. Go pick up them bricks.
We got 9, 10 guys.
Yeah, I know.
Let me ask you guys, was there a leader of the group?
Who was oldest?
We definitely had a go-to person that we bounced everything off of.
Absolutely.
Theo was our main guy. Theo was one of the older brothers. Wasn't the oldest, but one of the oldest brothers.
Yeah.
And once we all got tight, based off your personality, who wanted to talk, who wanted to be a spokesperson, who wanted to take that charge, Theo did that for us. Now, of course, things bounced off of Pascal and myself and D and all that, but Theo was kind of like our spokesperson, right hand kind of. He was the hype man. Yeah, he was that guy, man. He was big bro.
I would say I would call Theo the heartbeat of Showtime Posse.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is, with any new ideas, whether it was fashion, whether it was choreography, whether it was the music, whether it was the lyrics, whether it was writing an R&B song, I would call Theo, hands down, the heartbeat of Showtime Posse.
Yeah.
So I give
That's
my
why-
man flowers while he's still here.
And that's furthermore saying that's why I ain't like none of them. I should have been on my own.
That's why I said what I said.
Nobody come to
That's
see
exactly
you.
what I
Nobody come to see you, Otis.
Y'all.
Hey, he say all that, then pull up in front of the club. Man, where we
Right.
going, man? What we gonna do?
Right. Because crying. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
Go watch the game.
Hey, Mo B, but in all seriously, though, man, I appreciate my fellas saying that. And like we said, we never took a vote and like said, okay, Theo the leader or whatever, but it was just in me. Like even during that young age, I didn't know that that's what I was supposed to do. You know how God bless you with certain things. I didn't know that that's what I had in me, period. So it's just like I was that motivator. I was the one that basically like the oldest of the generation. You know, so when it came time to practice, a lot of us used to lag off, even me at times. But I knew the more we practice on whatever we was trying to do, it'd get better. And that's what made us stand out. Man, we get out of school one summer, and I say from the day we get out of school up until the following day, we practiced that whole summer on every routine, every lyric we had, whatever it was, and that's what made us better for the next time we did any show.
Yeah.
Perfection. You talking about perfection? That's what we wanted perfection, man.
Well, if I could say something to sum it up, he was the one that started the posse. You know, when we came together, it was his idea. And so he was like our go-to guy whenever we needed something. We always looked toward him because we knew he was the one with all the ideas. So we were like, hey, what you think about this? And we just followed his leadership.
Hey, I'm gonna have to interrupt you right there. See, that's why I don't like you.
I was sitting over here waiting on it. I was waiting on it.
No, for real.
I can hear cooking in the background. Go ahead.
I was one of them guys that I was always with Theo the most. So me and him would come up with all the dances. You know, he would keep me up all night. I mean, he'd wake me up out of my sleep and say, "Yo, T, you know, what about this move?" You know, and I get up straight up out of my sleep, and we're dancing.
Man.
And we making decisions like that, and then you know we go back to the group and you know we show them how to do it, you know, and they pick it up. You know, those ones that was a little slow with it, we work with them a little bit more than the others. So, you know, it was a good thing. But Theo was the man for real.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro.
He was that guy that I would always go to for advice, even though I'm older than him. I would always go to him for advice, and you know, even with Kurt and Pat, I would go to them for advice. It didn't matter how old I was, you know. I just respected all of them like that.
Hey, Miss Gina and Mo B. Let me explain something to you, man. At a young age, all of us, if we had the correct person behind us, if we were in the right spot,
you breaking up.
If we were in the right area, there's no doubt we'd have been successful. Because when I'm looking at this screen, it's what I seen back in the day. We had a singer, and that's Kurt D. We had hardcore rappers, Pascal, I was gonna say Booby, but Darren. D was a mixture of hardcore rapper and dancer. Charleston had lyrics. I had lyrics. So when I looked at that whole picture, that's why I said we need to quit fighting and battling each other and come together. Yeah. Because with this group right here, when we were in the 80s, we put so much fear in groups that when we walk into a talent show or an audition, all the groups would be like, damn.
Why they gotta be here?
Yeah.
And that was true.
That's the talent that I've seen in us back then. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. To keep it real, it's like, here come Dayton.
Pretty much.
That's what's up, man. That's commanding, you know what I mean? And as we're doing this documentary, here's the funny part. We walked around to where these guys used to live at, where these guys used to hang out, and as we walked, we saw people. Now, I'm carrying cameras and all of this, man, and I'm like, what's going on? I saw some guys sitting in the car, and I'm like, they checking us out, okay? But these guys walking around like, hey, it is what it is. And as we saw people, the guys were, you know what? Guys, I didn't tell you I was going to do this, but let me play this little clip from the documentary, okay? And you'll see what I'm talking about, okay? You know, we're talking to Showtime Posse, okay? They got a documentary coming out in 2023. Y'all check this out.
For sure, Blue Sky. No, we was a musical group, man. All us was, I mean, this was 30 years ago. I'm talking. Okay. So we was a musical group, and we all grew up here. This was our stomping ground. This was where we. All that shit. Born Square. I live right behind this building. Right behind this building. The house is tore down now, but I live right behind that building.
30 years later.
30 years later, we still good. We still brothers. We still brothers. Ain't nothing break us up. Still family. What's your name, bro? David. All right, David. Say, I'm out here chilling with Showtime Posse.
All right. Showtime Posse.
My man.
Good enough.
That's good enough. Perfect. That was perfect, baby.
I want to do a little dance.
Oh, what's
Nah, I did
I'm from Mississippi.
Okay. Hey, if you battle my boy and beat my boy in dance. No, I'm talking about the dance battle.
I said the next dude I
Put
see.
no show on.
Let Theo say. Go ahead, Theo.
I was like, the next person I see, I'm gonna challenge you. So if you want to go against me, just a couple of moves. Let me
old school.
All right, hold on. That's all you get? All right. Hold on.
Okay, all right now.
I can't
challenge.
Hit him with that thing.
What? Okay. Challenge. Where it go? Okay.
Shit, I'm just saying. Don't start no shit. I'm ready.
Don't do that.
Hey, I appreciate you though, man. I appreciate you. I don't know.
He threw it to him, and it went past him, brother. Like,
right. Like, where it go?
He had
I like that genuine move.
Yeah, he had to look for it. Oh boy said Phil went to the level. Boy said, where to go? That was funny.
He tiptoed on him.
That just shows, even now, like I said, the guy stopped, and we saw a lot of people as we were walking, and people, even Thug, they were like, "Yeah, man, that's all right, man, that's good, man, that's good." Thanks, OGs, thanks, OGs. People saw these guys, and they still can command an audience. You know what I mean? They can still command an audience. So I applaud you guys for that, okay? And when you guys see the documentary as it unfolds, and it's going to be a series, it's not going to be a movie documentary, it's going to be episodial. All right. So when you guys see this, all right, I encourage you guys to support it, get the merchandise, ask questions when you see these, okay? Because we're going to have them back on here again to talk about this.
Can I say one more thing? Oh, I'm sorry, Greg. I thought you was done.
Go right ahead.
I just want to say, as y'all can see, I don't talk as much. But what I want to say to all the people that's watching this, this is more than just a documentary about a rap group, dance group. This is about brotherhood, meaning right to this present day. You know how it's a lot of people that grew up and they're not even friends no more, or half of their friends are dead and gone. We are symbols to show that Black men can be childhood friends and remain friends to this day. We can grow from our mistakes that we made as young men. We can grow together. We can learn to understand each other better today than we did back then. So I'm just saying it's possible to have that type of bond with brothers outside of your bloodline. And it's possible today. The message that we want to send, that if you having beef with somebody you grew up with, man, and it's just over something stupid, but that was your best friend, call that brother, because that's what we done before. All of us then fell out at some point. It might have been big, it might have been small. But as we grew older, we realized I was wrong, he was wrong. One of us called each other and said, "Hey, man, we need to holler." and that's why we still friends today. All these folks you see right here, that's why we still friends today. So we want to portray in this documentary that it's more than just a dance group. The brotherhood, the things we learn from each other, is keeping us together, and that's why I still love these brothers to this day.
Absolutely. You know, as I was talking to P, and Kurt as well, actually, when I was talking to all the guys, P, and I want you to elaborate. Actually, I want you all to elaborate on this. This is more of it's a documentary, of course, about a group that was on the verge of success, but it's also a way for, number one, you guys to heal with whatever went in, because I think that as we were going, you guys recall some of the issues that the other guys had. You want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, that was the focal point that came to me, that it's way more than just about the music or the rap group. It was for me, I'm speaking on my behalf, it's been therapeutic for me. So I believe in therapy for everybody. You know what I'm saying? No matter how big or small your trauma is, therapy is good. So this whole journey with the documentary, even from 2 years ago, has been therapeutic with me, for me. And I want the world to see that, you know, even if it takes 30 years to get stuff off your chest, so even if it takes 30 years to heal a friendship or a misunderstanding, it's worth it in the long run. Growing up in Gary, in that era, it wasn't easy, you know what I'm saying? And we were teenagers then, so, but we had respect from the gangs, we had respect from the athletes, we had respect from the OGs. So we all had a part of all of that. So, I mean, you know, it's gonna be real therapeutic for the world. You watch the documentary.
Well, Paige, what do you got to say about that?
Who that? I mean, I agree with him, what he's saying. You know, even though Boys to Men wrote the song Boys to Men, you got some of the best brothers right here. We done all been through it. You know, we laugh, we joke, we disagree, and Theo can attest to this, Pat. Every time I talk to one of the brothers, I'm always hollering STP for life, because that's what it's going to be, no matter what.
Absolutely. Kurt, you trying to say something?
So I'm just saying, so in some way, this whole thing is a celebration, man. That's what I want to say. It's a celebration, because we've been through it, and what you're going to hear is some things that we've been through. A lot of different members, man. But at the end, it's a celebration, because for all of us to be either from 48 to 52 years old, and no one is gone, no one is incarcerated, no one is strung out, no one is any of that stuff. We're still good brothers, holding it down for either our wives or our family or friends. It's time to celebrate, man. It's a celebration for real.
Absolutely. Demond, you want to say something about that?
Well, for me, this is like this is more like a family reunion to me, because me, I was gone the longest, and I was the first to leave. So for me to be, you know, right back with them, it feels like I didn't ever leave. It feels like the same. So this family, this brotherhood is a strong thing.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta disagree with one thing about Kirk. A lot of us, you know, some of us might be strung out. Like right now, I gotta go make a deal. Hey, hold up right a minute. Hold on. As y'all can see, I don't talk as much, you know what I'm saying? But no.
Because he's too busy clowning.
All right. Hey, it ain't no thing if you ain't having fun. You know?
Yeah, exactly. That's what he always did.
But I'm gonna be this way into the box, and y'all might hear some laughter. If I be the first one, y'all might hear some laughter go down.
You're hearing it now, but when you see this documentary and these guys get to telling these stories about what happened, I'm gonna see how everybody. Look, I ain't gonna say too much. Darren, you didn't get a chance to talk about it. What do you say about what was said?
What I love is the fact that we went for boys and we became men. And I love looking back and looking at us now and just seeing the maturity that has taken place in all of our lives. So when we came back together, it was like icing on the cake. It just smoothed everything out. Everybody's still alive. Nobody's incarcerated. Man, that's just God's blessing, and I love it.
Absolutely.
That's right. Amen, bro.
Amen.
Make it publicly clear.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, question. Is anybody out of the group in the music business right now, or you know, training other folks and you know, giving them an experience that you guys have had?
Good question.
Well, since it's a pause, I'm gonna speak on my behalf. I'm not in the music business, but I do comedy.
No.
Yeah, I do a little stand up. Obviously, I'm not famous because I'm on the phone talking to y'all mofos, so I got a long way to go.
I'm famous. I'm famous. Go look, go Google me.
Okay, well, excuse Miss Gina and Moby and Greg. The rest of these mofos. But on my behalf, I am doing stand-up comedy. I'm not doing it like I'm supposed to, meaning I'm not hitting the bricks, but I'm constantly writing, and I still have a lot of energy in me, as y'all can tell. I'm still able to move. I can't dance, but I can move. So that's what I'm doing right now: comedy and work.
Yeah, I mean,
anybody else?
Yeah, me, I'm into making beats, and
you do a lot of art though, Demond.
He's an artist, man.
Yes,
I do a lot of art and graphic design and all that. Yeah,
Killer.
I just finished making 2 logos for a guy with a real estate company, so I made a little change from that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Man, you should have been doing that. But go ahead.
I hear you.
Gina, you had a question.
Yes, your offspring. Anyone from the group have children that are in the industry? And if they are, what advice are you giving them?
I see Kurt smiling big time over there.
Hey, but no, my daughter's not. My son loves everything about the industry. He like to dress like it and look like it. And he's all into fashions. You know, my son, Kobe and CJ, they dope. They dope, man. They all about fashion. CJ sings. He's an artist. You know, my daughter, they all dope, but none of them are into the music thing. My daughter sings. She sings in church and stuff like that. And my son's picked it up. Not the way I was doing it, but they dope though.
That's what's up.
Miss Gina, that's a very good question. If I may add on, if don't nobody got nothing else to say, okay. Well, my kids, I got 16 kids in a hospital right now. So no, bro, I'm lying, Moby. No.
I was gonna say, man, you was trying to make another county, wasn't you?
I tried to.
Theo County. Or the Gary in there.
I am not trying to be Nick Cannon. Hell to the no. But no, I don't have any children that's in the business. I don't, like Kurt said. My kids, they just like the music now. They know of our music that we do still have on CD, you know, and I still got cassette tapes. When I played them for them back in the day, they couldn't believe it was me. And these are their uncles, you know. They like, that's Uncle Kurt, stuff like that. And we have grandchildren. I know I do. I'm proud of mine. So that's my answer.
I got them too. And my kids, they my daughters, they sing. My son, he raps. My son likes to do beats and stuff. So they want to do it, but I tell them the ups and downs of the business. But you know, I let them have their own their own thoughts about it or whatever they want to do about it. So, let them make their decision, and I can just give them the wisdom behind it. That's about it.
It is not an
Their
easy.
choice.
It is not an easy. This is not an easy profession. Entertainment is not an easy.
No, it's not.
I've been doing it for a long time, and thank God I've been on the plus side of it. Okay, but I'm telling you, man, I've seen guys that I've interviewed on my show who have nothing right now. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's
wow.
It's just the progression of life, I guess. Okay, Mo, you have.
Oh yeah. I think the thing that I noticed the most, again, you guys still had that tightness, and has anybody in your family listened to the stuff from back in the day? Any of the music y'all had back in the day, like your daughters and sons, and said, "Hey, Daddy, that wasn't too bad, Daddy."
Oh yeah,
yeah,
All the time.
all the time.
Mo,
My kids are definitely big on Showtime, especially my daughter. She's trying to do graphic work for y'all, for us. She's trying to write songs for us. She's a trip.
Okay.
So,
Hey, let her do a thing, man.
I'm not stopping her.
I got
my family when they first heard me rhyme.
Really?
So they didn't know I could flow like that.
Wait.
I was in the back room, and next thing I know, they was all standing around me. I'm like, "What y'all want?" They said, "We heard you back here," so they knew I can do my thing.
Theo.
What?
Yeah,
What you doing, man? What you say?
I'm just imitating my boy, man. Fit in the
He used to go. He used to go.
While we were doing, while we were still filming, these guys broke off to something, and I'm sitting up here like, God damn, man, look at this. All right. So the question was raised. The question was asked by one of the viewers, actually one of our panel members. She says she missed the beginning of the show. Is there going to be a reunion? Do you want to talk? Do you want to say that now, or you want to save it for the documentary that they for them to watch?
What y'all think, fellas?
You don't have.
I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing.
Okay, well, let me go ahead, man.
I think it's like it's obvious. We got to do one now, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna say it like this. He said we got to do one song, because the way our backs and knees set up right now, ain't nobody.
Hey, bro. Theo,
we might be able to do a shoot, something like that.
Right.
One song. We can get together for one banger.
Oh yeah, I think we can do one. I think we can do one, because you already saw it, Theo, at your wedding. You already know we was trying to do our thing, bro. I had to take a back seat for a minute.
I know, but you killed it though. You killed it though.
Yeah,
boy. You killed it.
I meant it.
Theo,
yes, sir.
I was talking to these people last night on the panel, and they talking about black don't crack. I said, wait till you come to my house about 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting out the bed. Got cracking going on. Sound like
a whole lot of cracking. A whole lot of cracking.
You know you old when you get up in the morning and you looking for your glasses, but they on your face.
Wait. Walking out the door with your phone in your hand, talking about where my damn phone at?
Exactly. Come on.
Hey, Gina, that's on them. All right?
Hey, look, I'm not gonna lie about my cracking. Like
So guys,
it sounds like trees buzzing down in the backyard or something.
Hey, but I'm serious though. I'm guaranteeing if Pasco P. Miller guaranteeing a banger, I'm guaranteeing that I or some help from my fellows, we gonna make a routine that's compatible for all of us. Like, we ain't gonna be jumping and flipping and splitting, but it's gonna be something smooth.
I'm
jumping and flipping.
Hey, bro. Hey, before we get all into that, let me tell you, I got a pacemaker. I don't think I'm gonna make it.
But we gonna have
all the pacemakers stand to the back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull a big bodyguard move. Stand back.
Well, I'm telling you now, I'm ready to go. I still got it. I might be hurt after it, but I'm ready to go. I'm ready.
Hey, Kurt, though, for real, Kurt.
Yeah.
If me and you get together now, bro, we be stronger. Cause I can sing now.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's
be.
where you
Okay.
guys
This group would be stronger.
just
All
bring in the
right.
stunt dancers.
You
Say,
do it. You do
what'd
it.
you say, Miss Gina?
Bring in the stunt dancers.
Nut
No,
dance.
but Miss Gina,
I'm gonna have my son step in as my stunt double.
All
see,
right.
hey, Pat, I think Miss Gina is challenging me right now. She don't know that I turn this radio on and I will get out this car and give her some business. Do you want any smoke?
You better be cool. It's ice out there.
Let's
Do
go.
anybody want any smoke
You
right
better be
now?
Let's
cool.
You got some.
go.
You
It's
got
ice
some
out
icy hot on. They have some icy hot ready for us. Some good day, bro.
I'm finna get to all y'all. Y'all done get me fired up.
Hey man,
No.
Icy Hot. Shout out to Icy Hot, okay?
Icy hot, right?
Imagine,
Shout out to
imagine
Isaac,
this
bro.
though.
It's
Imagine
ice
this.
out there. You step out there and you go whoop whoop whoop. Slip
I
down.
do not own the rights.
Check it out.
I'm
Imagine this.
taking
We all
everybody's money.
we all in
That's
the
one of them
line.
moves. Hey,
We
look,
all in the line, right? We getting ready to get our dance on. We do a couple of steps, Theo. 2 or 3 steps. We do a spin, and then it turned into some younger versions of us. We just hired some young niggas to just rock out.
So why you tell it? Why you tell it on national TV?
I come up with $1 million idea every day, man.
My son can't wait. He can't wait to play his daddy in something because he look just like me.
Hey, man, you know, you guys are, and with this documentary, man, I think it's going to open up a lot of doors for a lot of people, okay, for a lot of musicians that want some, because we have opportunities for the soundtrack, for a lot of actors, because there may be opportunities where we may want somebody to portray the old guys, you know, the old you, and talk about it, okay? There's a lot of opportunities. So today we're talking with STP, Showtime Posse. I'm going to ask when it's coming out. Starting in 2023, so it's an episodial type event, and it's going to be great. Okay, hey, look, we appreciate you guys coming through, hanging out with us. All right, and as the documentary goes on, we have you guys come back so we can talk about some of the things that did go on and some of the controversy, because this was a happy moment. All right, but you know there were things that happened in the group, and you know I got footage. We can go on for 3 more hours, and I can show you guys exactly what these guys talk about. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna chill. We're gonna leave it at a happy moment. Okay. Before we get out of here, though, as we do every day on the show, we want to leave our audience with some words of wisdom, some positive things. Okay. We're gonna go all the way around the room. All right, real quick. Okay, Mo, you start off.
Man, this is beautiful. I like the way you guys handling this whole thing. You know, regardless of what happened back there, I think this is an opportunity for merchandising, making a lot of money right now. I mean, when this documentary come on, I can imagine that hat that Theo got on, the hat that you got on, Kurt, and just add that merchandise on there, especially with the Gary logo on. I dig the hell out of that. But it's an opportunity for everything that was missed to be caught back up, and let's make this money.
Let's go. Theo.
Yes.
Words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom. Man, I'm in the store shopping right now. Anybody need anything?
I take a fourth.
I'm sorry I had to take you out with me, but my wife is sitting there and told me to get my rides home.
Go ahead, D.
Pray for those who spitefully use you, and just keep the love. That's all.
Absolutely, brother. Kurt.
Man, if you got some people out there, some friends, some family, even your kids, man, that y'all ain't talked in a while. I just hope that we can be some type of inspiration to where it doesn't matter how long that you may have not been talking to one another. Man, you can always pick up the phone or send an email or send a text and make things right, man. Because we ain't gonna live forever, man. We don't know when our day is up. So you get right with your folks, man, your loved ones, man. Straight up.
Derek.
Hey, keep love alive. Do whatever you can to keep folks that you love close to your heart, because like Kurt just said, you never know when your last day gonna be. So just keep love alive.
Rampage.
I'm on the phone.
Yes, sir. Basically, I'm gonna make this short, sweet. Long as y'all keep God first, keep the love that you have for each other, can't nothing stop. And I mean nothing.
Absolutely. P.
Yeah, man. Just want to say, man. I hope people get inspiration from this documentary. I hope they get the therapy. Hope it's therapeutic for a lot of people. As Greg mentioned earlier, we are looking for songwriters. We are planning on doing a soundtrack. We're looking for actors, animators, whatever. So you can get in contact with Greg Gray or any of us on social media on Facebook. And last words of wisdoms. It's beautiful having all my brothers here together once again. Some of them I haven't seen in a long time, but this is beautiful.
Absolutely. Gina, close it out, Gina.
Man, I just want to say it's hard enough to be friends with one or two people, but you guys show you can have friends, endless friends. And the fact that you were young, you had your differences, but maturity brought you guys together and forgiveness. And so that's what I get out of all of this is the maturity and the forgiveness. And it shows how it have made you guys happy and able to live a productive life because of it. I say just keep doing what you're doing. Don't give up on the music though. I'm ready for some more of it. So just keep going.
I'm still digging down.
I'm jumping in. I'm sorry to cut anybody off. I got 4%. So if my phone go blank, I'm not hanging up on nobody. I got 4%.
Okay, Theo.
They go get that 2% milk.
I got something for the world. Anybody know what a toilet paper is?
Oh Lord.
You better run.
So look, guys,
they're gonna look at that hat, they're gonna say, oh,
it's a revelation here, okay? This is a whole revelation, okay? And it should allow everybody that's in the audience, as well as people that are going to see this documentary, there's no shame in going back in order to move forward. There's no shame in doing that, all right? And sometimes you never know that there are some wounds that need to be healed, all right?
Yeah.
You never talk about it. You never know. You never know. So you continue to hold this animosity, this enmity, and we don't need this, all right? This is an opportunity right here. This is a documentary that proves that we may have gone through a lot of stuff. We may not have liked each other for a minute, okay? But look at us now, all right? And if we can do this, anybody can do this. Yeah. So let's hold this moment right here in our hearts, okay, and in our minds. And please check out the documentary. It's coming out next year, 2023. It's STP. We haven't got a working title yet, okay? But STP Showtime Posse is the group. It's gonna be tremendous, you guys. So check it out. All right. This has been tremendous, guys. Appreciate you guys.
All right.
Hey, love y'all, man. Love y'all.
Nice meeting you, Mo B. Nice meeting you, Miss Gina. The rest of these guys, I don't know them, so I'm hanging up on everybody. Peace.
Love y'all.
Thanks, G. A couple of minutes. All right. Okay.
Watch your boy on Wheel of Fortune, January 11th.
Oh, that's right. P's on Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so January 11th.
You better do it right.
He's already done it. Okay,
it's already done.
Oh, okay, it's already done.
We
can't
better
tell you right.
We can't tell you. Okay, but this is
look at this arm right here. G, appreciate y'all, man.
We appreciate you
guys.
Y'all
out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Peace out.
Thanks.